Let's talk briefly about nutrition. I get asked a lot of nutrition questions regarding my twins and how I do things with them because I've been very public about the fact that they are not vaccinated, and we focus really heavily on high nutrient foods to boost their natural immunity and help them to fight anything that they might be exposed to. When they were younger, a lot of people would ask me what kind of milk I gave them, but we actually never gave milk. My kids have never had milk. They've never had cereal, they've never had milk in a sippy cup. They were breastfed up until just recently, actually. So for about 3 years they were breastfed, but even in spite of that, you do not have to give your children milk when they turn a year or during their toddler years if you are feeding them a diet that is high in other nutrition. You can get calcium from sardines, broccoli, spinach, salmon. Caviar is really fantastic. I know it sounds strange, but just a small jar of caviar can only be about $6 or $7. You sprinkle a teeny tiny little bit of that on some avocado or perhaps a soft-boiled egg, and they'll eat it right up, and it's really great and high in calcium for them. But a very high nutrient plant-based diet is really all your child needs. You don't have to give them milk. Milk is really high in sugar and can actually fight the nutrients and maybe help them prevent them from absorbing the nutrients as strongly as they would if they did not have milk. Milk also has a lot of hormones. Even if you're buying organic, you're still being exposed to whatever it is that animal ate, and unfortunately the regulations just aren't really that strong when it comes to milk. You're eating whatever the animal ate in the grass and the soil and the rain and all of that. You're still getting some negative things in your child's body, and if you're giving them milk the way that a lot of people do, which is 2-3 times a day, you're exposing them to a lot of things that they don't really need. A mother's milk is good for a baby. A cow's milk is good for a calf, not for a human. We really avoid milk entirely. In fact, it kind of grosses me out when I see a child drinking milk. We do eat cheese and yogurt and things like that, but it's definitely in moderation. And I've noticed that my children have not had a lot of things that a lot of other children have, like heavy ear infections and or frequent ear infections, and things like that. And personally, I attribute it to the fact that they have not had a lot of dairy in their diet, and they are perfectly healthy and very strong. In fact, a lot of doctors will comment on how healthy they are. So I know that we're not lacking in any areas, but try your best to have your children do what I call taste the rainbow every day. Have really high, like different colors. Try to get a food of every color into their diet every day. Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, lots of nuts and seeds. I sprinkle chia seeds on a lot of things. If you have a picky eater, then smoothies are probably going to be your best bet. Frozen fruit, I know it has a little bit more sugar to it to preserve the flavors and things like that, but that's actually better than nothing. So try to get the fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds into your child's diet the best that you can. You can follow me on Join Whole Heart. Good luck.